in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. What a nice completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
He was brought down.
It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Now Love. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A 6-yard pick.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
40-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Love from the gun. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Cook,
athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Love here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
49ers.
Marquise Goodwin, 26 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Formation.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. On the return, Harris. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20. A gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's another.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's
time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. First down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Love looking to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run, Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year in a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Wilson snags it left side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, Love on the slant, complete to Hopkins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Out to the right here to Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Red, 38. Drill green.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Hey, red.
Operating from the gun. Love. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Arizona.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
That'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love fires that quickly outside. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Love. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
The score, Niners.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. A short throw caught by Andrews. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings up 4th down.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And to the left side here, Wilson. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook. His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Got 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Josh Jones in on the stop.
42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cardinals.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals claw one back.
The kick
And he
is
knocks
good.
it through.
Makes the score Niners 52. Cardinals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On the carry, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
49er.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.